Good
Good morning,
morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Srishti.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Suti.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Himanshu. Hey, this was Yash. Okay, good morning, Vita.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Raghu Vita. That was Himanshu, no, earlier?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Visual. Beta, what are we doing?
Yesterday you said that you will give a page which has extra questions of chapter 1-6.
Right. Done.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Karki. Chapter 1, no?
Good morning, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Chapter 1 history.
No, civics, they say,
Civics.
I asked you know that what we will be doing today. They said that we will be doing, I think,
No, ma'am, you said that we have to take the screenshot of that page.
questions. कहाँ चले गए?
Ma'am, we haven't discussed the question answers also of the 4th chapter.
So let us do the question answers of 4th chapter first, and then I'll share those questions with you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The flowcharts are also not done. But this
For chapter 4 or chapter 2?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
chapter
chapter
4.
four.
Chapter 2 we have done.
Okay. So what do you want? Flowcharts right now or question answers first?
Ma'am, question answers.
Question answer.
Question answer.
Fine. We'll do the question answers first.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Abhay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Siddhant. Yesterday you left the meeting when I was taking the attendance? Huh?
Ma'am, who?
Ma'am, me?
Siddhant, yes. I was
Ma'am,
calling.
Wi-Fi was not working.
Huh?
Ma'am, my Wi-Fi was not working.
Okay. Your Wi-Fi was not working? Okay, fine. The first question is, mention different aspects of life in which women are discriminated against or disadvantaged. Okay, Nana, carry on.
Page number 42.
Okay, of civics book.
Yes, ma'am. The first aspect is literacy. It will be the heading. Literacy rate among the women is only 54% as compared with 76% among men. Second, higher education. There is a smaller proportion of girl students that go for higher education. High-paid jobs. The percentage of women working in high-paid jobs is still smaller than men. Her work is not paid and therefore often not valued. Third, the Equal Remuneration Act 1976 provides an equal wages should be paid to equal work. However, in almost all areas of work, from sports, cinemas to factories, fields, women are paid less than men, even when they both do exactly the same work. Fifth, sex ratio. Sex ratio of India is 107.48, that is 107.48 males per 100 females in 2019.
Okay, fine. I hope you all have marked these points.
Ma'am, in book it's written that the sex ratio is 919 per 1000 pence.
Maybe you have the old edition, she has the fresh edition. Is that so?
Yes, ma'am.
Hana? Anybody else for the same answer? Class? Beta, anybody for the same answer, Yash?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ जी पुनीत बताइए.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, women in our country are discriminated in the following ways.
Hmm.
First, literacy rate. The literacy rate among women is only 65.46% as compared with
I think,
82.14%
wait, Puneet,
among men.
wait. I think the answer is the same, right? Literacy rate, then not paid properly, decline
Ma'am,
in.
sex ratio,
हाँ,
domestic violence.
what you can do, okay, fine. I am giving you the headings. Kindly note down these main headings and then you can elaborate on your own, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
You first heading will be life at home. If you remember the first page that we have read of this chapter, it tells you about how, you know, in the family there is discrimination practiced, like certain work, because of the stereotyping, because of the mindset that they are to be done by the girls only. So you will write life at home as first heading, main head. Then life outside the home. See, the first one, life at home, you will be writing that how everything, like it is expected that women only are supposed to do everything in the home, right? Whether it is cleaning, washing, uh, you know, taking care of the family members, taking care of the kids, then preparing food for them, or you know, or every small work that is related to the housework that a woman is expected to do, right? Right, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Then life outside the home. In this you will be telling that how, you know, the work of the women is not recognized as it is recognized for men. Like here it is given, in the majority of women do some sort of paid work in addition to domestic labor, but their work is not valued and does not get recognition. So this part you may add in the life outside the home part. Then role in public life and politics. In this, you can write that although women constitute half of the humanity, their role in public life, especially politics, is minimal in most societies. Everything is given over here in the book only. This is the last paragraph, which is on page number 40. I am reading out from, right? Right, class?
Yes,
Huh.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Then literacy level, you can write about the same, like after that, all those points that Nana has told. Okay.
Unpaid work.
Not paid properly in public jobs, then decline in sex ratio in legislatures. Like if you talk of the parliament, or if you talk about the seats in the legislative assembly, we find that the women participation or the roles, the seats that are kept for women are quite less, right?
Ma'am, also girls are not sent for higher education as compared to boys.
This point you can give in literacy level where it is that point, no, where you have specified. So there you can write about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. Now coming to the next question. State different forms of communal politics with one example each.
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, Gargi.
May I?
Let Gargi tell. Yes.
Ma'am, page 47. Communalism can take various forms in politics. First, the most common expression of communalism is in everyday beliefs. These routinely involve religious prejudice, stereotypes of religious communities, and belief in the superiority of one religion over the other religions. For example, in India, the people of backward classes are often judged on their appearances. Second, a communal mind often leads to a quest for political dominance for one's own religious community. For
Huh.
example, the majority community desires for a majoritarian dominance, while the minority community desires to form a separate political unit. Third, political mobilization on religious lines is another frequent form of communalism. For example, in electoral politics, leaders often use sacred symbols, religious leaders, and emotional appeal to bring followers of one religion together in the political arena. Fourth, sometimes communalism takes its most ugly form of communal violence, riots, and massacre. For example, India and Pakistan suffered some of the worst communal riots at the time of partition.
Right. Yes, these are all sufficient points, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. I think you can cut short as per your this thing, but then try to give the important points which are required. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody for the same
Yes.
answer but different points? Daksh?
Yes, ma'am.
I think all the points are the same. There is no difference in that, right? Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Let us come for the next question. State how caste inequalities are still continuing in India. State how caste
Ma'am, may
inequality.
I?
Yes, beta Daksh, बताइए.
Caste inequalities are still continuing in India in the following ways. Firstly, every caste group has its own exclusive occupation. Secondly, marriages are still preferred in intercaste marriages. Third, people from different castes usually do not interact with other people. Fourth, the upper caste people who got good education under the old caste system got top job position, but the lower caste did not get the opportunity, so they lagged behind.
ठीक है. Low economic status हो गया. ठीक है. We can say this. Anybody else? Anybody
Ma'am,
else?
can you tell the page number from where he's reading?
Beta, he's reading from page 49. Actually, see, I'll tell you what. Where we have caste and politics now, caste inequality is where it is written. Most of the things are given here only. You just need to segregate,
Okay, ma'am.
to chalk out. Like you can write, it is given over here, no, that still intercaste marriages are not welcomed. People generally prefer marriages in the same caste. So you can give it as a point, restriction of marriage within caste or tribe, right? You can write down this as main point, main head. Restriction of
Ma'am,
marriage. Yes, yes.
ma'am, on page number 51,
Yes.
There is a paragraph starting from yet caste has not disappeared from contemporary India.
Hmm.
Ma'am, can't we write that
From
whole
here, yes,
paragraph?
yes, you can write from here as well. You can write.
Sorted.
You can write from here as well. Like restriction of marriage within the same caste, within the caste. Then a stigma of untouchability. You can give it as a main head. Stigma of untouchability. Right. Then you can write ignorance towards education or pre-existent notion of illiteracy. Got it?
Where is it?
No, I am telling you to write it down.
Can you please repeat what heading?
From the beginning or the third one?
Ma'am, the third one.
Third one, you can write ignorance towards education. Ignorance towards education.
What was the first point?
First point was restriction of marriage within caste.
Okay, ma'am.
Page number.
Beta, detailing you can write from page 51.
Ma'am, second point.
Second was stigma of untouchability. See, for the first heading you can.
The points for the headings.
बेटा पहले आप हेडिंग लिखो, उसके बाद डिटेलिंग लिखो. जैसे फर्स्ट वाला जो हेडिंग जो हमने बताया, उसकी डिटेलिंग आप ये लिख सकते हो that some of the older aspects of caste have persisted. Even now, most people marry within their own caste or tribe. ठीक है, ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट की डिटेलिंग हो गई. Got it, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Second point which I told you was stigma of untouchability. You can write untouchability has not ended completely despite constitutional prohibition. Effects of centuries of advantages and disadvantages continue to be felt today. ठीक है? Got these lines?
Yes,
ma'am.
Then ignorance towards education / pre-existent notion of illiteracy. For the detailing of this particular point, you can write the caste group,
Ignorance of education.
ignorance towards education
Yes, ma'am.
So for this you can write the caste groups that had access to education under the old system have done very well in acquiring modern education. Those groups that did not have access to education or were prohibited from acquiring it have naturally lagged behind. And then low economic status. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Then last point, low economic status. Here you can write that the caste system in India is linked to the economic status of the people, which still follows the old hierarchy. I think these 4 points are sufficient.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Let us proceed on to the next question.
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, Gargi.
Ma'am, may I? Ma'am,
Let,
may I?
May I?
let Gargi. अच्छा हिमांशु बताएंगे. Gargi, let Himanshu tell, and after this you tell the next answer.
Ma'am, may I?
चलो हिमांशु बताओ बेटा.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. State two reasons to say that caste alone cannot determine election results in India. The two reasons that say that caste alone cannot determine election results in India are when parties choose candidates in elections, they keep in mind the caste composition of the electorate and nominate candidates from different castes so as to muster necessary support to win elections. When government are formed, political parties usually take care that representatives of different castes and types find a place in it. Second point, no parliamentary constituencies in the country has a clear majority of one single caste. So every candidate and party needs to win the confidence of more than one caste and community to win the election.
ठीक है. ठीक है.
May I give one more point?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, बेटा.
Ma'am, he's
बेटा
Ma'am, the
ये
first point that he gave was not according to the question.
हाँ. Actually, the question.
Yes.
ma'am.
Beta, the question is asking you that caste alone cannot determine election results in India. For this, you need to give this no parliamentary constituency, no party wins, many political parties, ruling party, and the single MP or MLA. Page 53. For
Yes,
the
ma'am.
caste in politics can sometimes give an impression that elections are all about caste and nothing else. This is far from true. Just consider these. I think these points will come in this.
Yes,
Right, Himanshu?
Yes, ma'am.
Haan. Gargi, can you repeat the answer? All the points you tell. Haan.
two reasons to say that caste alone cannot determine election results in India are: first, no parliamentary constituency in the country has a clear majority of one single caste. So, every candidate and party needs to win the confidence of more than one caste and community to win elections. Second, the ruling party and the sitting MP or MLA frequently lose elections in our country. That could not have happened if all castes and communities were frozen in their political preferences.
ठीक है.
May I tell the second, like the next answer?
What is the status of women representation in India's legislative bodies? This one?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell.
Ma'am, page 45, left hand side, the last three lines, that there are more than 10 lakh elected women representatives in rural and urban local bodies. Women's organizations and activists have been demanding a similar reservation for at least one third of seats in and state assemblies for women. A bill with this proposal has been pending before the parliament for more than a decade, but there is no consensus over this among all the political parties. The bill has not been passed. Ma'am, thank you.
Fine, but when you are writing your answer, initially you can give introduction that in India, the proportion of women in the legislatures is very low. The representation of women in Lok Sabha is only 10%, and in the state legislative assemblies, it is less than 5% of the total strength.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Yash, got your point. Got it. Fine.
May I give the next answer?
Yes, Puneet, read out the question.
Mention any two constitutional provisions that make India a secular state.
Yes, continue.
And the answer is a state that has no religion, no official religion, and grants equal status to all citizens is called a secular state. And the two constitutional provisions that make India a secular state are: first, there is no official language for India. Second, unlike the status of Buddhism in Sri Lanka, our constitution does not give any special status to any religion.
ठीक है, that there is no official religion in the Indian state, and the constitution prohibits discrimination on the grounds of religion, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I think
Our constitution,
suppose if it
no,
comes
our
from
constitution,
बोलो बोलो बेटा.
our constitution prohibits the discrimination on grounds of religion.
हाँ, ये जो आपका सेक्युलर स्टेट वाले जो 4 पॉइंट्स दिए गए हैं ना, in all these 4 points on page 48 and 49 you can write, I think, right? If it comes for 5 marks, so do all the
Yes, ma'am.
4 points that are given. Right?
The question accordingly, like mention any 4.
You can write that, mention the constitutional provisions that make India a secular state. Right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We can do it that way also. Chaliye. Next question is, when we speak of gender division, we usually refer to, I think these were done, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. That's good. Okay.
Ma'am, can you repeat the answers of this question? 7, 8, 9.
I think 7th one is option B, unequal roles assigned by the society to men and women.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Then in India, seats are reserved for women in D, Panchayati Raj body.
Yes, ma'am.
Panchayati Raj body.
Then question number 9, option C.
Ma'am, option C, A and B.
A and C, beta.
A and C, option C, option C.
Option C, A and C, both are correct. Then question number 10, the B
And
option.
D, option D.
B.
Ma'am, B.
हाँ, B option gives official status to one religion. ये नहीं है, ये गलत है. Then social division based on caste are peculiar into India. And the last one is option B. Done, Yash?
Yes, ma'am, done. Thank you, ma'am.
It's okay, beta.
Last one is option B.
Last question number 12, I think it is. For 12th, it is B.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine.
And now the flowcharts.
Excuse me, ma'am.
हाँ जी, गार्गी बेटा, बोलो बेटा.
Ma'am, the case studies that are given between the chapter, do they come in the exam?
बेटा देखो, अभी पहले तो ये हुआ था कि नहीं आ रहे थे, है ना? केस स्टडीज आप कौन से वाले कह रहे हो, आप मुझे बताओ.
Ma'am, those given in the plus boxes, like on page 50. They
Beta, plus boxes are not to be asked, I think, in exams. It is given, no, in the beginning only. If you read over here, how to use this book, plus boxes, they contain supplementary information related to the theme of the chapter. Sometimes the plus box has a story that invites you to reflect on the dilemmas concerning our social and political life. You're supposed to read and discuss these, but you need not memorize the information and contents of the plus box, nor is there a correct answer to some of the moral questions posed there. These are just meant to help you think hard. Each plus box carries a special sign. So you don't have to memorize them. कोई learn करने का कुछ नहीं है. And generally questions are not framed from the plus boxes. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
Don't worry for that. See, there are certain questions like general, thinking questions. हमने पढ़ा होगा ना, high order thinking questions जो होते हैं.
Yes, ma'am.
या value based questions होते हैं. These questions are those questions which are basically to make the child think and write what they feel about certain, things which are there. Like in this caste and politics chapter also, there are some, value based questions. If you see, like, could you think of some reasons why women's representation is so low in India, or identify the measures to check the low representation, or which values are revealed in such measures. Sometimes there are certain questions which are value based, like it is given over here. If you were of voting age, what consideration would you opt for voting and why? And B part is, what values do you learn from the above statement?
Ma'am, I have a doubt in one such question.
Batao.
Ma'am, it's of federalism.
This is of?
Federalism.
Nahi beta, it is of this chapter only.
No, ma'am, one such question of federalism.
Batao, which question?
Ma'am, the question is, isn't that strange? Did our constitution makers not know about federalism, or they wish to avoid talking about it?
Can you read it again?
Isn't that strange? Did our constitution makers not know about federalism, or did they wish to avoid talking about it?
वो इसलिए दिया गया है ना क्योंकि उसमें थर्ड टायर ऑफ गवर्नमेंट इंक्लूड नहीं था पहले, है ना, अब इंक्लूड कर दिया गया है, तो उस टाइम पे नहीं करा गया, इस वजह से हो सकता है कि दे आर पुटिंग अप दिस क्वेश्चन। क्लास?
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? So what do you feel, Viresh, what do you feel should be the answer?
Ma'am, I was not able to answer, that's why I asked.
Anybody for this answer?
The page number in which question is there?
Yes, Puneet?
On which page this question is given?
Where is this question?
Page 16.
हाँ जी बताओ। Anybody for this answer, class?
Ma'am, may I try?
Yes, Gargi. क्या कर रहा है?
Ma'am, maybe because according to the constitution makers, India was not a complete federation and was just based on the principle of federalism. That's why they didn't mention.
Yes, it may be possible. बेटा क्योंकि देखो वीरेश, वो सिर्फ एक क्वेश्चन
Yes, ma'am.
वो सिर्फ एक क्वेश्चन रेज कर रहे हैं रिगार्डिंग दिस, ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am.
चलिए, that screenshot, no?
Okay, ma'am.
Beta, can we do it in the next class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ. चलिए. Now question answers are complete. We are left with the flow charts only, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So flowcharts and those questions in the next class we'll be doing. In addition to that, we'll be doing we'll be starting introduction of next chapter of geography, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for the previous chapter of geography agriculture, we were like yesterday Puneet asked about the map work, no? So in that you have two maps which are given in the book. Rest of the map work that is to be done, it is about marking the states which are the largest producers, right? Like largest producer of jute, sugarcane, then tea, coffee, then you have oil seeds, groundnut, right? So I think this is given in your book already. Let me just check.
Yes, ma'am.
It is already given in the book, and if it is not given, then also you need to do this, because in question in the map work for the agriculture chapter, other than wheat and rice, you get these food crops and non-food crops which are there.
One
Huh?
map.
You can either do it in one map or you can have two maps for it. Like it
Okay.
asks you, it identify the major producer states of sugarcane and write their correct names. Like this is a map where they have given, written names of all those states where sugar cane is grown. And then they have told you to identify them. Right. Then you have a map which asks you about the major producer of tea. Again, they have given you states to identify. Then coffee and jute growing states. Again, they have given you symbols over there. They have given, they have marked them and they have asked you to identify them. Then you have cotton growing states. And in last, you have the rubber growing states. So in total, how many you are getting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other than wheat and rice, you have 6 food crops and non-food crops that you are supposed to mark. I hope I am clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So in the next class that we will be having, remind me, I will share those maps with you. And see, as of now, there are no changes in the syllabus. Everything that was deleted in the previous session, they are now included in this session, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I think I feel that they may delete some portion of it, but not now, maybe later on, looking at the conditions, how the, whether the classes have started for the other students or not. Like we are doing our classes earlier also, we were doing our classes, but many of the places, many